Good evening, everyone. It's me, Dot, and I brought my friend Celeste along because if y'all didn't know, Celeste designed the game, the game
Yes.
of the weekend.
So a lot of it is my fault, or you're welcome. Yes, respectively. So happy to be here.
Yep. It's a good thing too because this is the last. This is it, everybody. I hate to
We've
tell
done
you,
it. Oh my
we've done it.
gosh.
We spent all weekend playing kobolds. We did the Kobold Con thing, and we just could not be more thrilled, I think, with how it turned out. So I think just to remind everyone, this is the closing ceremony for Kobold Con 2024. I hope you all enjoyed it if you tuned in. I know that I did. Over the last few days, we have had panels
So much
and
panels, hearing from artists, hearing from
right
designers, hearing the production team,
Q&A
getting a look at
sessions.
first look at some VTT stuff. Like it's been so much stuff.
Yep.
It's been really
There were
exciting to be a
late
part of.
night news show shenanigans last night. It got weird. And the highlight really, of course, being that on Friday we launched the digital Tales of the Valiant products.
Something
Just
we all have
saying.
been like waiting for eagerly in the Warrens. Like, is
Just
it
saying.
today? Is it today? I know seeing content get into people's hands has been so exciting. The chatter in the Discord, hanging out with all of you, has been just so much fun for me, personally, and I think for everybody here at the Cobalt Warrens.
Yeah. And the fact of the matter is, it's not gonna necessarily be the last that you see of Tales of the Valiant either, which we'll talk about here in a second, because our kobolds are still hard at work. They put in countless hours, and now they're still putting in countless hours to continue to see maybe what's in store for us in the future. But we would be remiss if we didn't just take a second to thank our sponsors, our partners, and everyone who helped make this Kobold Con event possible. Because the fact of the matter is, without your support, we wouldn't really have been able to make Tales of the Valiant from the beginning. We even had an open public playtest process, like literally, from the beginning to the end. There has been a little piece that everybody hopefully has been able to be a part of, and so it really is like
Yeah, this is
the
all of
village
it.
makes it.
All of it meeting, yeah, I from the very beginning of this, Cobalt Press has only done as well as it has and been around this long because we have such a just dedicated and passionate community behind us. And so taking the leap with us to make our own system, to make something that we can build a future on, and having you all like be a part of that and shape it with your feedback has been critical, like one of our number one priorities in this process. And it's just been wonderful. This is the game that you all wanted and we wanted, and like that just makes everything feel so much more special.
Yep. So it's true, everyone. It's true. Dreams really do come true. The player's guide and the monster vault can be grabbed in PDF right now over on the Kobold Press store or over on Drive Through RPG. But it's not just that you can get stuff this weekend, because we also had a lot of worldwide organized play this weekend. So let's thank all of our attendees who signed up, who played a game, who supported, a GM over on Start Playing Games, and for all of you who tuned in online, giving us your eyeballs and making sure we're not just shouting into the void. Is also a great way to support. It's your passion for gaming and Kobold Press that really makes what we do so very special. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, this weekend, if you did buy something from Kobold Press, we told you from the beginning that a portion of everything that you purchased would go back into a fund, a scholarship fund, in fact, as part of Kobold Con. Annually, we'll begin putting out this Kobold Press Gaming Scholarship, and the goal is to partner with a variety of schools from across the country who support pen and paper game design. And so
Mm.
this year, we selected University of Southern California and their USC Games Department. Celeste talked a little bit about that before our charity stream, but the fact of the matter is, I got some numbers.
Ooh, I want to hear the numbers.
I got some numbers.
Yay!
So, this weekend, with 10% of the purchases, we came in just a little under $1,000. So we rounded up because kobolds don't math.
Mm.
We just round up. So, thanks to all of you at home and all of the purchases that you made, you all raised $1,000 for the scholarship fund, and we promised to match it, which means in total we raised $2,000 for the first ever Kobold Gaming Scholarship.
Wonderful. That's so
which is so
cool.
exciting. So we will be getting those funds over to USC Games as soon as possible, and we will all let you know as long as we get the permissions to be able to share the student that receives it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's so cool. I love that we can do something to contribute, get more game designers out in the world. As a game designer myself, I have to say we need more. And seeing people actually getting a chance to study it in school and, learn this kind of stuff, especially, tabletop design is really different than video game design in a lot of ways. And seeing that become a bigger part of academic culture is just so cool. And thank you all. Thank you all so much for your donations and for being here and being part of this.
just think somewhere out there in the universe you've made some wee baby game designer. We have helped to make sure that they
I
get
can't
fostered
wait
into
to
the
buy
next.
their products.
I know.
Right?
We're all gonna look back, a few years from now and say, just think, that you buying Tales of the Valiant made sure that that kid maybe got what they needed. So, very cool. Thank you all so very much. And again, something we will continue, year after year. So, um, I'm making sure I got all my notes. I didn't miss anybody's names. I did it. Okay, great. Um, so this may be the end of Kobold Con, but it is not really the end of the Tales of the Valiant launch. This is actually
Just the
this
beginning.
weekend was just a kickoff.
Yeah.
For all of you at home, if you did back the Kickstarter, you should have received everything you needed to download your PDF. If you didn't, please reach out to support@koboldpress.com. Um, for those of you who did dive deep because the books are coming. We expect that our
Yes.
backers will get their books, those beautiful, beautiful books, which, by the way, if you want to see those books, Kendo got surprised live last night with the only printer proof copies in existence. And Kendo didn't know
What?
they were in the
Oh, Kendo,
box.
I'm so
And
jealous.
Kendo had a little bit of a joyous freak out live.
Oh my
They're very beautiful. Kendo got a box set. So you
God.
can go back and watch last night's video if you would like to partake in the kind of joy you can expect for yourself when you open the box in June.
Amazing. I'm going to watch that immediately. I somehow missed it. But
um,
oh my God, so
yeah,
jealous.
it's so good. I actually may have clipped something this morning, just the video of him being like, ah, like anime girl eyes. Um, but yeah, so for all of you backers, your books are coming. As soon as they hit our warehouses, you are first to launch out the door and to mail. So you can hopefully expect those by mid-June, and then following right after that, you can expect your local game stores and everyone else. If you want to go to the store and buy it and ship directly, all of the above will be happening sometime mid to late June. So everybody just kind of keep your ears peeled. And the best way to do that is to follow us on your favorite platform. That's it. Just follow us
That's
because
it.
that's
Yeah.
not the only thing. Just because you got the books doesn't stop the kobolds from making more Tales of the Valiant stuff because we announced earlier in the weekend we're already busy doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Celeste?
Mm-hmm.
You're still
Yeah.
typing. Your fingers never
Already.
stopped.
So many cons, so many things. We're still designing all kinds of new stuff from all of the reveals, that we had this weekend. You should be well aware by now that we are definitely hard at work on bringing you
Yep.
more, better, advanced, awesome, just
Awesomeness.
content. We want to give you as much as we can for Tales of the Valiant, and we're working overtime, double time to make that happen for you.
It's true.
Um,
And
thank
that
you.
includes
Yeah.
showing up, right? Like
Yes.
we're gonna come to all of you. We're bringing the books to you. GameCon Canada's around. Celeste mentioned she's gonna be there. All the kobolds will be there. We won't have books ready yet, but we'll be in perfect time for you to place that order so you can get it shipped almost immediately. And then Gen Con, Dragon Con, Kendo's going to Big Bad Con. We're sending Zach to run some organized play at Gamehole Con. So we've got so many places we're showing up this year and ways for you to get involved with Tales of the Valiant if that's something that you want to just give a try. And you know what? Bring your books with you because if the kobolds are
Yep.
at the booth, I'm sure we'd be happy to just, sign it. Just
Always
just
always happy to do
just
that.
scribble
Or,
scribble right in your book for you.
yeah, or just come on by if you want to talk about, I don't know, barbarian features. I'm always
Yep.
there and super happy to do it. It's so fun getting to talk to you all about how you are actually using the game and the system. So always love the opportunity to hear from you. Also, a great thing, if you want to join the Discord, like we have those social platforms, lots of great people who are organizing their own games and, already talking about homebrewing
Yep.
options and like deep dives. It's
They're
just so
already
great to
big
hear from you.
fans.
Yeah. Yeah. Hear from you, get involved, and just it just warms our little kobold hearts.
Hey, I think that takes it to the Discord. If that link is dead, I'll put a
There we
better
go.
link. But we'll see if that one works. That's an old command. We'll find out. But yeah, you're right. The Discord is the best ways to just stay involved with the rest of the community and keep up on what's going on. We're always looking for GMs. We're always looking for players.
Yes.
And the
Players,
disc yeah,
playtesters,
play
there will be more
testers.
and more to
Yeah.
come. This was
Um
this system was the most massive playtesting effort I've ever been a part of in my career. And we keep high hopes that we're gonna keep on doing it and really keep making this game something that is a game for us all.
um Which is so very true because you're already doing that. Because we also
Yes.
announced the next round and
Mm,
upcoming sets of products that you can expect from us, which is something new for the kobolds. We're usually very shy. We don't like to announce too early, but we did it. We convinced the kobold in chief that maybe it was a good idea to give you all a little peep of what was going on over in the Warrens, and we did that by not only announcing some of our VTT partners that are ready to go this weekend. Demi playing with the character sheet. Sorry, Demi playing coming with the TOV character sheet. You have Shard is ready to go. Alchemy's ready to go. Foundry's working on something. I know Hero Lab is cooking on some VTT options, and of course, Roll20 is out there working on something for Tales of Valiant. So you're going to see a lot of digital platforms. But the future of TOV is looking bright because
very bright.
we announced the next book. Now, the Game Master's Guide is already out there. You can
Mm,
go pre order it now if you didn't manage to back the Kickstarter. But we announced the next Kickstarter, which, Celeste, I feel like maybe you could hype up a little bit since your fingers have been
yes.
tapping away at writing it, which, of course, is the Labyrinth World book. If you've been peeping through the
Yes.
Player's Guide in the Monster Vault this weekend, you've probably seen it mentioned, and you go, that's not a book. Well, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be. And for those of you who participated in the Game Master Guide Kickstarter, or the Player's Guide Kickstarter, Tales, there was a document, a sweet little PDF that recently came out called The Guide to the Labyrinth. Essentially, the Labyrinth World Book is taking, if you liked anything in there, good news for you, because that is only the beginning of seeing something huge and bright that is coming to Tales of the Valiant, a setting that is, in a lot of ways, all settings and kind of
Yeah.
ties and combines the crossroads of your home games, our home games, what has come before, in creating a really cool high fantasy universe in which so many different types of stories can be told, and there are so many options coming along. I don't know how much I can say because I'm so in
You
the weeds
can't.
with it,
Wolfgang
but
said
like,
you can't.
oh, I mean, God, everything for players, for GMs, for, even just oh, it's really exciting, and we are in the thick of it, and cannot wait to tell you more. I hope you love it as much as we do, because every day it's just a creative thrill to be working on this book. Can't wait to show off some of
Woo,
it off
I'm
for you.
excited.
Yeah.
I might be a little excited because you can go find my world actually in the Guide to the Labyrinth
I
PDF. If you
know
want to
all those
go dig,
player
I
world and
got all those
influences
player
once
worlds. I
again.
got one
Yes.
in there, which is very
Yeah.
exciting. So yeah, a really exciting thing. And for those of you who maybe are ready to take the deep dive into settings and GM books and stuff, that's cool because we got a starter box coming
Yes.
for you. The starter box is a
Yes.
great entry point into Tales of the Valiant. Steamforge, who makes incredible products, is putting this
Beautiful.
TOV starter kit together, the starter box, and it's going to include their minis, GM screen, exactly what you need to get started. So this is that moment where either you bring somebody new in. The starter box is used for two things: people that just want to taste, or people that you really, really want to get started. It's the
Right. It's
starter gift
everything
for a
you
reason.
need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Get him
it's
hooked on this
coming.
great old hobby that has us all in its
Um, it'll be actually,
clutches.
if I remember correctly, and Kim's in chat, so I'm gonna tell Kim to correct me if I'm wrong, but it should be available for purchase this year, which means
Yeah.
it might make the perfect holiday gift.
Oh my
And if
gosh, right,
that's
yeah.
not the route you want to go, don't fret. We've got the Art of Kobold Press coming, everyone. That's right. Our first coffee table book is on its way.
Ah,
Um, No, not the GMG, the starter box.
Starbucks. Yeah.
Starter box, Kim. I saw Kim's brain, the record skipped on screen in chat. I saw
From
it
Steam Forge.
from Steve Birch.
The starter box.
um, they said Q4. So yeah, somewhere around the holidays. The same
Yeah.
thing. We will have the art book for pre-sale. Will not be ready to ship by the holidays, but in pre-sale, which means you would have it, starting sometime in 2025. But we had a big deep discussion on art yesterday of TOV, and I think it was such a great interview to get to see how Mark's brain works and how he brings the creative edge to why we make the art we do, why things look the way they do, and why people are always saying Kobold Press's art is the best art. And now you kind of get a look as why. Well, this is a culmination of that.
Mm-hmm.
The art book is
Mm-hmm.
a multi-year history. Kobold is now 18 of everything and all the artists that we've worked with, and it's not just going to be pictures, right? The art itself, it's going to be antidotes, letters, notes, behind the scenes looks at what it has taken over the years
Yeah.
to make
How
this
we've
much
gotten
art.
here,
Yeah,
because
how did
it
we
ain't
get here?
easy.
No, it's not.
It is art is often an unsung hero, I feel like, of the process, in working hand in hand with mechanics and game design too. Like, a lot of the times you're not seeing how much effort goes into crafting the things, to look the way they do, to invoke those mechanics, and it's an incredible conversation. I'm so happy we got to hear from our
I mean,
artists and can't wait for this
just
book,
think,
right?
just for TOV alone, the book covers alone are
Yes.
such a brilliant look at how deep Mark goes with the
Yes,
art,
how they relate
and
to each
how they
other. Oh
relate
my
to each
god.
other, and they tell its own kind of story. I mean, all last night's gags were just about the cover
I
of the Monster
I
Vault
just I'm
and Player's Guide.
obsessed. When I saw those covers for the first time and put the story together, I was just
It's
immediately in
brilliant.
love. Just so in love, because also personally, I have been both that rogue and that wizard on the player's guide cover, who just being a disaster
Yeah,
or
it's always like
not.
put it back, put it
Well, a
back, put it
dragon
back.
is outside, right? Like coming with a lich on it, whatever. Let's argue about treasure more.
Well,
Incredible.
the fact of the matter is you'll get to see all of that and more in this art book. So it's going to be a very special, a limited run print, everybody. So do keep it on your radar. Um, and I think the last thing that we have to announce is that because of all of you, because of us getting here, Kobold Con 2025 is already in the works. Yes, it is coming back. Yes, we'll be doing it next year. So the same unforgettable Kobold experience. Mark your calendars and get ready to join us for more shenanigans next year, about the same time, probably in the summer. And yes, it will be online. That was a big part of what we've always wanted to do with Kobold Con, is maintain some level of accessibility. So but if you missed this year's festivity, like say you just rolled in on us today and you have no idea what's going on, that's cool.
Yeah.
That is absolutely fine. You can actually go visit our YouTube channel starting next week. We're going to re-archive all the mini panels, interviews, live shows, ridiculous late night news shows, all to YouTube, so you can go back and watch it at your own time. That's all going to get archived for you. And you, again, want to go join our Discord where the big conversations are happening, our community is evolving, and you can get involved in what will be regular online TOV organized play. You can expect that both at conventions all year and online all year, not just for Kobold Con. Well, if you are here and you have no idea what's going on, we want to thank you. We want to
Thank
thank you
you.
all
Yeah.
for helping us get here, for launching Kobold Con, and for giving us a reason to celebrate with the launch of Tales of the Valiant. If you don't know what Tales of the Valiant is, head over to talesofthevaliant.com. It'll tell you all about Kobold Press's newest game, which is built off the 5th edition SRD. It is our version, our future, if you would, of where we'll be taking our games here in the company. And as you can see, we already have a lot of products in the works to make that a reality. So thank you, thank you, thank you again. And thank you, Celeste, for all your hours in your little Celeste cave making the game possible.
Well, thank you, Dot, for telling people about it. So it makes the working in the cave all worth it. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you all for joining us and making KoboldCon 2024 a huge success. We hope to see you all again next year. Don't stay a stranger. Come visit us at a booth. Kobolds truly, we bite, but it's really not that hard.
Yeah. It's
It's
more
really not.
playful.
So, Yep. And and you know what? If you're unsure about buying the books, Chad is right. You can go check out the Black Flag role playing document, which is completely free online at Kobold.
385 pages of completely free
385
look at the
pages.
system.
Yep. koboldpress.com/black hyphen flag hyphen role playing will get
Wow,
you
that's
there.
deep knowledge.
It is, yeah,
Yes.
you saw my brain struggle a little bit with that
The
one, but
online
yes,
search will
you
probably
can
do it
also
too.
search for
You'll
it,
get there.
or you can go to the bfrd.net, which is our
Yes.
official wiki page for it,
Oh,
and
perfect. Yeah.
everything you need is there, bfrd.net. Well, thank you all again, and we will see you all next week for Cobalt Chats, where I'm sure Kendo's going to have a whole lot to say and a very sleepy stupor about the events from this weekend. Big, huge thank you to Kendo for making sure that all of this happened online. A big, huge thanks to Zach for making sure it organized play, and big, huge thanks to all of you for trusting
Yay.
us to put out a little book called Tales of the Valiant. Thank you all
Thank
so,
you.
so much, and we will see you next year for Kobold Con 2025.
Bye, folks.